When do you pick the mango? When's the best time to do so? How can you tell the difference between good ones and bad ones? Because some of them obviously go bad throughout the process. And third, are there any natural remedies and methods that you can do to make your mango tree and grabbing of the mangoes from the mango tree better than the average person? So let's get to it. So I'm in Southwest Florida, and as you can see right now, these mangoes are coming in hot. They're absolutely massive. In terms of like the mangoes I've seen in the store, these are slightly bigger. And I just want to show you, like, I have a pretty big hand. These are definitely some of the bigger mangoes I've come across. And honestly, they look beautiful. So here's my questions. My questions are really simple. Like, when you go to the store and you see these perfect mangoes, you don't really see those signs of, I don't know whether that be bugs trying to infiltrate the mango, get inside the mango to eat it. I don't know whether that just be like dead parts of the mango itself. But overall, just really trying to understand what those things are. But yeah, this is the tree. There's honestly probably like 100 mangoes to this tree. You can't really tell all that easily, but there's a lot of mangoes in this tree, and I feel like this is going to be such a vibe once I'm able to take them off. We're going to be eating like 2 mangoes per day probably, but yeah, that's that. As you can see, somebody got a hold of this one right here. I don't know what type of animal it is. Definitely looks like there was an animal that got a piece of it, but with that being said, you can tell that this mango wasn't one of the living ones. This one wasn't gonna make it, so. All right, so July crept up on us very fast, and now it is time to take the mangoes off of the tree. So if I'm being entirely honest, I think I could have done this last week. I've been very busy, kind of going through like a transitional period right now in my life, so everything's kind of like all over the place. But with that being said, let's grab this ladder and let's take a look. All right, so first things first is I'm gonna have to move this and set it up by the tree, so let me take care of that. I've been seeing a lot of this the past couple weeks. I don't know, like if it's a bird or if it's like a squirrel or perhaps maybe it's rabbits. But yeah, you can see like this is kind of like a mango graveyard, if you will. That one looks like it fell like 2 weeks ago. That one's black and all burnt. But yeah, it's got a lot of mango pickup. All right, so this is what my setup looks like. I'm just gonna go right into it, but as you can see, these puppies, they got big. July came quick, and these mangoes are ready to go. We're gonna have way more than we could take in, so. All right, shit. Okay. All right, so we up here. I don't really know how I'm gonna get these, but I'm gonna figure it out. So I'm gonna prop the phone probably somewhere over there, and I'm gonna get to it. Just so wicked. Like, I sure as hell am not from a city, or the city I should say, but I'm definitely not from the country, and like this is really cool. Just being able to grab that off of the roof is honestly wicked. Let's get more. so I'm not too concerned about like reaching out with my arm and slicing anymore. Get for this haul, for this video. It's kind of what they look like fresh off the tree if they're not completely procured throughout the entire process. Like, I did absolutely nothing, didn't even pluck branches of bullshit. Like, I absolutely did nothing to, you know, make sure that they came out the right way. But let's hose these down, get them in a bucket, and then go over it. All right, so the first takeaway that I had, like initially in this entire process, is that it's not gonna look as good. Like, some will look perfect, but most of them will have some form of like, whatever that is. Like that growth right there, that's just kind of on a lot of them. But what happens is that you just slice it, and underneath it's perfect. So it's not the biggest deal, but yeah, like a lot of them aren't gonna be as pretty as you thought they were gonna be, but it's still pretty sick. Like, this isn't as perfect as like an avocado that you'll see in Publix or whatever, but this isn't as pretty as a mango that you'll see in Publix, but it's pretty damn close to it. And they're fucking huge. Like, they're absolutely massive. I mean, I have some pretty big hands, not to mention like pretty meaty hands, and like, all right, here, for example, this is a size 13 right here. Look at that compared to a size 13, just to give you an idea. So, you know, they're pretty huge. I have some smaller ones too, like this one. I'm excited to see like what the different, like this one came out pretty good. This is a cookie cutter one. You don't see any of the black stuff on it, but I want to see like what the difference is, because large avocados are really different than the smaller ones. I want to see if there's any difference. Obviously it's the same avocado. It's from, so obviously avocados are different, right? Like, those tropical avocados that are huge are different. They have a lot more water in them than the smaller ones that aren't tropical. So I'm excited to see the difference between the two, but you know, these mangoes come from the same tree, so I can't see it being that different. But yeah, as you can see, like, for this video's purpose, like, I just literally, you know, I chopped down, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I figured I had around 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, yeah. Just wanted to get like 10 of them because literally have a mango problem because we have so many. But yeah, that's what it's gonna look like. I hosed it down just to get off whatever was on it, but yeah, that's it. Now you gotta wait for them to ripen, because once you take them off the tree, you still gotta wait for it to ripen. So that's that.